You have to do it right now, too.
Right now?
Right now.
Right
Go,
now?
go, go.
All right, fine. Welcome, class, and we're back here at the Whycalibur, and I'm terrible at public speaking. So we've got Jared. He's the GM. He's doing a great job, isn't he?
What's up?
Yay!
Then we've got ARP, First Matt, playing Amek Fane, who totally is not related to a certain other thrill. What?
Wait, why is he first mad? Why am I always other mad?
Because I'm played by Richard Gere.
It's true.
Does that mean that I'm that Japanese prime minister who looks like Richard Gere?
Yes.
Sweet.
This took a weird turn.
Speaking of, there's other Matt. He's playing Aresta Crab Crusher.
Crab Crusher, you were right the first time. You should be more confident and not second guess yourself.
I will endeavor to do this right now. Then we've got Jordan playing Kenneth. Hi, Jordan.
Hello.
We've got internet celebrity D. Davis playing Hagram.
Hey, everybody.
We've got that guy named Mike who's playing, I think, Roland.
Still alive for now.
Awesome. Then we've got me. I'm playing Niram.
Hi, Niram.
Hi, me.
Well, I don't think that Steve should be so hard on himself because he has a very soothing voice.
Yeah, also, he
I
also
could go to
got
sleep.
everybody.
Yeah, he didn't miss anybody.
No.
He was very thorough.
Good work.
Also,
He was well
also,
spoken.
Co, I think you can always rest easy in that at least to Ashley you are first Matt.
It's true.
Nah, she calls me other Matt also.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
She's
her brother's
harsh.
name is Matt, so I am the second Matt.
Oh.
Or did we just Game of Thrones bad?
Oh dear.
Chorus of groans.
Yeah, so you guys are less Roland. You're dealing with a as yet unnamed woman who's
We didn't even ask for her name.
she probably wouldn't give it.
We don't want to know. Here's your roll of quarters. Get out.
Who's
Arresta's like, I'm paying you to leave.
who's put you on the scent to what? When did he turn into a leprechaun? Oh, Frodo.
Oh man, we're gonna get it from our Irish viewers.
Sometimes I have to catch myself.
You
from
do
not
go a little.
starting.
You do go a little Lucky Charms at times.
It does. It's really bad.
Um.
I'm gonna change the voice.
So yeah, she pointed you in generally the direction of where Absolon might be.
Okay. Should we finish this really expensive food? Or
If
pack
we
it
don't-
in a
Well, if
doggy
you
bag?
waste any, it's just getting thrown out.
Yeah.
Right in
Then
front
they're gonna
of
like
some
dump. Then they're gonna like dump
healthy-
lye on it to make sure that no poor people can eat it.
Traditionally, they dump it into the ground and do that right in front of poor, hungry people.
We go to the front gates of the alienage.
All the while maintaining eye contact.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah. So you guys gonna finish the meal?
As much
We
as
will.
I can.
And then we're gonna use their fancy toilets.
Yeah. That's probably gonna happen.
Is there a bidet?
No.
Heathens.
Arresta just uses the faucet.
Those are probably in the those might be in the private bathrooms.
They're gonna make us use the public one?
Yeah. You didn't pay for a room, and there aren't any to be had anyway.
Yeah, we
Other than
definitely
this
could
room.
afford one.
So, so you guys finish your meal. It's very good. You guys are actually starting to get a taste for Orlesian cuisine. It is much richer than you find in Ferelden.
So much.
Kenneth did not like the elf roast one little bit though.
It's actually a rabbit.
Yeah, they just call it that.
Dainty elvish biscuits.
Lembas bread.
Oh god. Cram.
Mmm.
Alright. Let's have a lembas sandwich with cram in the middle.
So what's the plan? You guys gonna go investigate Upsullen's mansion in the middle of the day?
We're gonna case
Yeah.
the joint, which means we need to find somewhere nearby so that we can watch it and do a stakeout.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Let's do that. But we're gonna take
Rusty
some food
dresses
to
himself
go.
up as a traveling merchant.
You gonna get a doggy bag?
Yeah,
Yeah.
doggy bags.
Okay.
They call them here because they're actually made out of dogs in Orlais.
Oh.
It's the real reason Orlesians and Ferelden can't get along, because Fereldans just love dogs.
I was going to say they're probably blacktail bags, but
Ew.
Yeah, I don't want to put anything in Blacktail except a knife.
Damn.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go try and find somewhere to case the joint.
Yes.
So you're in the very, you continue to go through the very nice part of Orlais, it's nice cobbled streets. Everybody seems happy. Everyone's wearing masks here.
Oh yeah, of course. We should
Yeah, we should get some
get
masks.
some cheap masks or something.
We should have asked her to get us some
You get
masks.
paper mache ones.
Decent-looking masks.
Yeah, everyone's wearing masks. You see a lot of the men have gold plumes rising from like a single gold plume rising from their mask, which I can't remember if any of you learned what that was.
It's virility, I believe.
No.
Sexual prowess.
No, cultural lore roll then. Cunning.
Nice.
And then I want to seduce it.
Seduce an inanimate object.
I'm gonna seduce that lore.
it's not
That
even an
thing's
animated
working
object, it's a
Orlais.
concept.
Is anybody else gonna try it? Niram?
Nope.
Kenneth?
Niram doesn't care enough.
Brutal. None of you get a good enough roll to remember what it is.
She scratches the notch in her ear. She's like, it's a dumb thing?
It is a dumb thing. You're right.
But yeah, there's walls along the sidewalks with lamp posts. So you can for most of the manors you just see the trees from the front garden and then the very top of the house past the gates. Occasional horse and carriage go by. You do notice some elves working under supervision, putting up decorations.
Okay, festival decorations.
Yeah. The elves look half-starved.
I will, are they
Desperate.
working inside the walls of this compound estate, or are they on the outside?
No, the ones you see are working on the street. They're up
Oh,
on
okay.
they're up on rickety ladders, hanging garlands and lights.
Right, okay. Just checking in case they were working in Absalom's manor.
No, you're not there yet. You're still
Yeah,
kind
we're
of
still looking
you're
around.
walking that way. Off to one side, you can still see the Imperial Palace because you're still nearby, and to the other, you can see the the Grand Temple, the Great Chantry. The sound of the chant of light keeps filtering down towards you.
Yeah, I wonder what significance certain lines of the Chant of Light have on our adventure.
None whatsoever.
No,
Yeah,
none.
You can also see, actually, if you look past there, you see a towering spire, which you're pretty sure is the Circle Tower. It's actually in the city instead of being separate.
Oh, yeah, that place. I'm sure it's really nice inside.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
He wants
Nice.
to go to there.
Nice, comfortable mage prison.
So I have maybe a plan.
Okay.
Okay, lay it on me.
We send Kenneth and Aresta out to do the scouting while we just walk up to the front door and start talking. Maybe we get in to see Absalom too.
Interesting idea.
Yeah, I'm game.
Walk up and be like, "Hey, have you heard about the Chant of Light? I'd like to give you these brochures."
If it's near him, wouldn't it be?
Have
Do
you
you
heard about
have
the
time
Coon?
for me to talk to you about the Coon?
I would like to give you some good news. There is a place for you in society.
Unfortunately, then he gets chased down by a torch-bearing mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with that. So is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, why not? I still think we should check the place out without actually approaching it first. See like what we can see inconspicuously.
Alright, well, perception check. You guys are not inconspicuous.
No, we really aren't.
Not sure how they could be.
2 mages, an elf, a dwarf, and a Kunari
We're
walking
Grey
down the
Wardens.
street.
First.
In Grey Warden
Yeah,
attire.
the Grey Warden part makes you super inconspicuous.
Yeah, totally. They see that blue uniform and their eyes just sweep right over us.
Yeah. Remember in Blacktail's room? Remember?
Yeah,
Remember what happened?
exactly.
We weren't
But-
wearing the uniforms
Yeah, you
then.
weren't wearing the uniforms then. You were wearing maid outfits.
Well, shut up.
He had the
Wow.
feeling of the uniform.
Oh, it's the uniform itself.
Wow.
It's not what the uniform is.
Yeah.
So is anybody else running perception test?
We did really good there, and I'm confident that we're going to get some excellent information. From this set
Very
of
nice.
rolls.
Kenneth, what do you got?
Long hair got in the way there.
Yeah, he's growing it back out.
Wow.
Are you shitting
A
me?
bird flies into Kenneth's face. Fabio?
Right into her jawline.
Kenneth is finds herself unnervingly distracted by Niram's backside. Yeah, as you guys, I guess casually walk by. It's got a pretty standard, there's a wrought iron fence that leads into the grounds. It's big enough to admit a carriage. The grounds are heavily gardened. There's trees. You can see some flower bushes and stuff like that. And past that, you see the actual manor itself. And that's all you get.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, time for Plan B, which was Niram's Plan A.
Busting the door down?
No, we're just knocking on it.
Well, if Niram
Well,
knocks on it,
the
that's
rogues
what's going to
sneak.
happen.
All the
Yeah,
rogues
the-
sneak around and take a look.
The rogues
Yeah,
are going to
what's
try and be
there?
sneaky.
What's there to sneak around to, if anything?
You don't know
You
because
should
you
just
all
pretend
had
it's a
terrible
pizza
perception
delivery.
checks. You can try and
Oh,
climb
no,
the
no, no,
walls
no.
in the middle
Try
of
the
the
duct.
day.
Try the duct inspectors. That worked pretty well last time.
No, it didn't. It worked well the first time.
It worked well in Orzammar because they actually had ducts.
And now you got to
And because
convince them
you
why
rolled
they need ducts in
amazingly.
Orlay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we'll have to claim that we're here on Grey Warden business, or that Alicia sent us with a message. So
Okay. So, what
She
are
sent us with a message. Die!
Kenneth and Aresta doing?
Well.
So I'm
Keep in mind, it is the middle of the day. It is brightly lit out.
Yeah, that's
Are there like mansions to each side of this mansion?
Yep.
So there's no way to go around.
Nope.
Just
It's
like
almost like the walls are almost like just an unbroken line from the street.
okay, hold on. So there's mansions on either side of this.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have like walls?
Yes. There's
Are
like a wall. Okay, so you're on the sidewalk, then there's a wall. There's a gate leading in from there. That wall is one singular wall, the whole length of the street. And then the properties inside are divided with walls stretching out from that wall back towards the city walls.
So is this the same scenario we ran into in Shadowrun? When we had to, what was that, infiltrate a church, was it?
You tried to sneak into a church and did it by like jumping off of a roof.
That's a good
That was pretty legit.
Alright, let's not do that.
The one time Norio got to be a ninja.
So awesome.
Yeah, and then what did he do? He tried to throw daggers at me and nearly killed me.
Yeah,
I was delivering
the
a
message dagger. And the door was actually like a super easy to open door.
Good times. Okay.
Alright, so I'm drawing something here.
Oh, alright.
Is it a blank?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably. Alright, while you're drawing.
Kenneth,
Yeah.
why are we doing this in the middle of the day?
Because they're stupid and want to get
I
us
know,
caught
right? Let's just leave. We'll
Okay,
come back.
so
tonight.
We'll come back later.
basically we've got 3 houses here, and the manors are all surrounded by walls. Are the mansions taller than the walls?
Yes. The walls are about 10 feet high.
Okay. So, like, the second floor of the mansions would be able to look over the walls.
Yep. Well, in theory, but they are pretty far back.
Right. Should we see who lives in the other 2 mansions? Maybe see if they'll invite us in for tea?
Yes. I'm down. I love tea.
Okay.
I recommend going with the duct inspector line.
Okay. So you're gonna see if you can get egress into one of the other mansions.
Yeah, just see if either one of them, doing a mandatory darkspawn inspection.
Okay. All right.
Checking under the couches in the closets.
Yeah,
You gotta pay the troll toll.
Near him, call odds or evens.
Odds.
Odds are of the cue.
Bazam.
Okay. The house on the left is nobody's home.
Is it the last house on the left?
No. The house on the left, nobody's home. The house on the right, there's guards there. I mean, there's guards at all of them, but when you go to the one on the left, they're like, the Lord's not at home.
Okay.
Return later.
Okay, so I'll go over to the one on the right and walk up to the guards and say, "Hi, we're Grey Wardens."
Okay.
So
I would like to note Kenneth is not being anywhere near this.
well, no, you and Aresta would have to be off somewhere else. I mean, we can't have you being noticed. We need you to be sneaky for when you go in tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna hide in the middle of the broad daylight on the street.
Sure, blend in.
Yeah.
Fly casual, kid. Right.
The,
So I'll say,
the dwarf and the elf. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
just wondering if you got the notice that was going around about the darkspawn inspections.
Darkspawn inspection.
Yeah,
What?
we have to come in and check the local manors in the area. Been reports of
I-
darkspawn.
I didn't hear anything about that. But...
Yeah,
What?
it's
Okay, you're gonna have to roll deception. You're gonna have
yes,
to.
I'm clicking the button as we speak.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, oh, the Dowager wouldn't want to have darkspawn in her house. That would ruin everything.
Oh, precisely. Yeah, we need to get in there and make sure that everything is taken care of.
Niram
Well,
tries to
right
helpfully.
this way.
Niram tries to be helpful and says they're in the ducks.
It's possible.
The ducks.
They might be under the floorboards. Also, we have to make a thorough check of, particularly the second floor. We've heard some issues there.
Fly Freaking
Ducks?
darkspawns.
He opens the gate. He's like, oh, come with me.
Thanks.
And the first thing he does is lead you guys to a duck pond.
Yeah, thanks. That's great.
The ducks seem unimpressed.
I pick up one
Are
of
there
the
dark
ducks.
spawn in those ducks?
I'll pick up one of the ducks and look it over.
The duck kind of annoyedly as you turn it over.
Swan!
Put it back down. No, this looks like the ducks are clean. We'll have to check the house next. The manor.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
wait.
Yes.
I need to take one of those ducks.
Testing.
You're not
Yes.
here. What are you here? How'd you get here? You're hiding in broad daylight. Get out.
He's got to take it back to his laboratory for analysis and consumption.
Oh my god. This is sad. Okay.
Arrested
So
me.
Arrest is stealing a duck.
He's gonna try to now. I bet I need to roll for this.
Yes, you do.
I feel like we should rename this episode Arrested Development.
That's gonna be a dexterity test.
Should I use Legend Domain for that?
No. Brawling actually would be the right one.
Huh.
Is he
Okay.
wrestling the duck?
It's overpowering me.
It's biting out me throat.
It does not overpower him. Fortunately, he's able to wrangle the duck. It's not a repeat of the rats.
He's going to tuck it under one arm and then he's going to nod primly and then
Okay.
use his chin to point at the house.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. We need to continue the inspection now.
Oh, we
Alright.
need to find the Duck King.
No, we don't. We need to check
No
the
duck
second
king.
floor of the manor.
All right. He leads you guys up to the doors of the manor. There's more guards there. He has a hurried conversation with those guards, who look dubious. And he says something very he's gesturing emphatically, making big arm sweeps, like he's expecting something to explode or something. And the other guards just shake their heads and sigh. And he comes back to you guys. He's like, okay. Now you have to be quiet. The Dowager is taking her afternoon nap.
No, we wouldn't want to interrupt that. We'll be
she's
as
wealthy.
silent as possible.
Amek knows all about how important naps are.
Absolutely. And being a dowager.
Okay, so he lets you guys in. And he comes with you,
Of course, yeah. Wouldn't
kind of
expect anything
excitedly.
less. All right,
It's like
let's,
he's looking around like he's expecting anything to suddenly turn into a darkspawn. He doesn't know what a darkspawn looks like, but he's expecting them to jump out or something.
Amek makes a show of, looking under a carpet, and says, "Well, we should check upstairs. Really, that's the main thing they wanted us to check is the upstairs. Those flying darkspawn,
No, okay.
He says with a mouthful of chips.
He does. He was grabbing some from a table.
Hey, wait,
Eat for his
guard.
service.
Show me those chips.
Mm. He points at a bowl.
Arrested just starts double fisting.
Aren't you already full?
He feeds. He offers the one to the duck.
Well, you see, the thing is, Aresta has he has a tapeworm,
Oh right,
and
we've all got tapeworms.
it's
We probably do.
absorbing most of the nutrients that he eats, so he feels constantly hungry.
It's actually been the tape roll that's making all the combat rolls and not Arresta.
It's controlling him.
It turns out that when they had us drink that jug of darkspawn blood, it was actually just a tapeworm.
Hmm.
Grey Wardens don't actually have superpowers. They're just
BioWare
starving.
secret reveal.
So, and he leads you guys upstairs. He's very shh, as he walks up the steps.
Don't worry, I'm quite stealthy.
Creak,
And,
creak.
Can I get dexterity stealth checks from everyone, especially near him?
His horns just drag against the top of the roof.
As the stairs are practically sagging under Niram's weight.
Maybe we
He
should have asked.
shushes Niram a bunch of times.
I feel like this is going to end with a dowager sitting near him and dying of fright, and Amek's going to have to dress up like her and fool her son or something like that.
That's an even better idea than what I had.
We need to check the, I guess, the left side of the house.
It's roughly north is up, so west.
Yeah, the west. I didn't want to assume.
Oh, okay. He leads you that way.
Okay. We need to start looking to see what we can see about the manor next door, any way that we could get into it, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yep. So you notice that most of the rooms on this side have not been used in a while. They're kept clean, like spotless, no dust or anything, but there's no feeling of someone living there.
Okay.
And the windows look out onto trees.
Yeah.
And beyond that, the wall.
Are any of the trees like overhanging the wall on this side?
Yes.
And do they provide pretty thick cover? Like we could conceivably come back later and climb over using those trees as cover?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let me roll to see if Aresta realizes this.
Okay.
I don't even know. I'm sure he realizes it.
Kenneth, you hear a low growling?
Okay.
Is it my duck?
And then about 2 seconds later, there's a small dog chewing on your ankle. Like a little useless fluffy dog.
She kind of shakes her ankle a little bit and then tries to kind of shoo it away.
The guard's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Warden. He doesn't like rabbits. I mean elves. He doesn't like elves."
She just gives him a really dirty look.
He grabs the dog, which bites him. Oh!
Doesn't like anyone, really.
No, it seems like a really ill-tempered little shit of a dog.
Yeah.
So definitely Orlesian.
Yeah.
So do these windows open?
Oh yeah. They should. I don't think anybody's opened them in a while.
Okay. We should check to make sure, you know, if they're making noise when they open, because you know that'll be one way to tell if the darkspawn are coming in. If you hear the windows, that could be. So we should make sure.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, totally.
Tries to open the window.
Strength check.
I hope Amek Roshi's out again.
All right. Not quite Roshi, but
it catches a bit, but you're able to push the window open.
Does it make a horrible squealing noise as it opens?
No, not quite. It is audible though.
Okay. I bet no one
It
has
looks
oil.
out onto an awning. It's maybe 3 feet wide.
Okay.
Slanted down.
I gesture to Kenneth and Aresta to take a look.
Why don't you cast grease on it? You've got oil. You're the oil man.
I'm not going to risk turning into an abomination just to grease some hinges.
Cast
Also-
it! I'll get me candles!
Also, that would grease the entire room.
Yeah.
It turns into
this is,
Home Alone.
I don't see the problem here.
Yakety Sax just
This
starts
is,
playing.
Anti-darkspawn goo.
Alright, so I'll gesture to Aresta and Kenneth and say, do you think any dark spawn would be able to use that as a point of entrance? And he'll wink furiously at them with his back turned to the guard.
Amek, there's something in your eye!
Yes, it's dust from the window.
Got that tick.
I mean, it's very conceivable that a darkspawn, and particularly a flying one, would be able to approach from an aerial angle, descend upon this homestead, and then open that window and come inside.
Arista starts drawing a very complicated flowchart on the wall, complete with equations.
So then he uses the duck to remove it.
He's Raindorf.
All right. Well,
Definitely have to leave.
we're going to have to return later on tonight to install some anti-darkspawn measures on this window.
Roll deception again. I don't know if you're sure about that.
No,
I
we
mean,
wouldn't-
he kind of flinches away from Aresta.
we wouldn't want the Dowager to be put at any risk.
No, definitely not. I'm okay. I mean, all right.
Now these,
Well, how late?
I look at Aresta and Kenneth. They're the experts for when would be a good
It's
time.
like maybe 3 in the afternoon by now.
Oh, well after dark. So as
Yeah.
not to create an eyesore for your neighbors.
Exactly, because you don't want your neighbors to see you having these provisions put in place.
Oh, but shouldn't we warn them? I mean, if there's Darkspawn,
We'll be
flying
checking.
Darkspawn.
We'll be checking their places as well, but the particular shade of this of the paint on this building makes it a higher risk.
Man,
It's like, all right, okay. If you're sure, Warden.
Absolutely. Safety first. Sir.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do in the meantime then?
Go and get our equipment for breaking the hell into that manor.
Okay.
So everything Kenneth 30 has on her.
Yeah, I don't know what else you guys need. I'm just, setting the stage here. I have no infiltration abilities whatsoever.
all he can do is pretend he's a lost, confused old man and distract the guards while you guys do your thing.
Yeah, we should probably. I mean, the issue is that I think we've met Absalom, so we don't want him to see any of us really. So we should just go with the plan where he doesn't see us, which means that Aresta and Kenneth are going to have to do some hardcore sneaking.
Some tactical stealth espionage.
Oh, have we left yet?
Oh yeah, let's leave.
Hagrid
Let's
runs
go.
into a
I was gonna steal a
cardboard
mask,
box.
but I'll do that later.
Feels the soul of the universe speaking to him through.
It's a cardboard box full of frills.
Okay, so Roland,
Stop.
you are still in the catacomb lab.
And I'm going to put a break in there quickly. So until the next time, all the best.